What would happen if your car broke down tomorrow and needed a $2,000 repair? Or if you suddenly lost your job? Would you have the cash to handle it, or would you reach for a credit card?
If you're like most Americans, you'd be reaching for that credit card, but there's a better way.
I'm April with White Oak Planning.
Today, we're talking about emergency funds, why you need one, how much to save, and where to keep it.
What is an emergency fund? An emergency fund is money you set aside specifically for unexpected expenses or financial emergencies. Not for vacations, not for holidays, for true emergencies.
Think of it as financial insurance. It's there to protect you when life throws you a curveball, a job loss, a medical emergency, a major home repair, a broken transmission.
Without an emergency fund, these situations force you into debt. With one, you handle them with cash and move on.
So how much do you need? The standard recommendation is 3 to 6 months of living expenses. But the right number for you depends on your situation.
If you have a stable job with steady income, 3 months might be enough. If your income is variable, you're self-employed or work on commission, you might want 6 to 12 months.
Let's break down what 3 to 6 months of expenses actually means. Add up your monthly must-haves: mortgage or rent, utilities, groceries, insurance, car payment, minimum debt payments. Not your entertainment subscription or dining out budget, just the essentials.
If your essential monthly expenses are $4,000, 3 months would be $12,000. 6 months would be $24,000.
That might sound overwhelming if you're starting from zero, and that's okay. Start with a smaller goal.
If 6 months of expenses feels impossible, start with $1,000. $1,000 covers most small emergencies. A flat tire, a minor car repair, an urgent vet visit.
Once you hit that first $1,000, aim for 1 month of expenses, then move on to 2 months of expenses, and then 3. Build it gradually.
The key is consistency. Even if you can only save $50 or $100 per month, that adds up. $100 per month is $1,200 in a year.
Another tip is automate it if you can. Set up an automatic transfer from your checking account to your emergency fund on your payday. Pay yourself first.
So where to keep your emergency fund? Your emergency fund should be easily accessible, but separate from your everyday spending money.
A high-yield savings account is ideal. It earns interest, but you can access the money quickly if you need it.
Do not keep your emergency fund in your regular checking account. It's too easy to spend.
And do not invest your emergency fund in the stock market. You need this money to be stable and available. The market goes up, then the market goes down, and you can't afford to wait for it to recover when you have an actual emergency.
Keep it simple. High-yield savings accounts, separate from your checking, earning a little interest, while it sits there waiting for an emergency that hopefully never comes.
Let's talk about blended family considerations. If you're in a blended family, emergency fund planning can get a little bit more complicated.
You might have separate accounts, joint accounts, or a combination. The important thing is that you both agree on how much you'll need and how you'll fund it.
Some blended families keep one joint emergency fund. Others keep separate funds for individual expenses and a joint fund for shared household emergencies.
There's no one right answer. The right answer is what works for you and your family and gives you both peace of mind.
So what actually counts as an emergency? One of the biggest challenges with emergency funds is defining what actually counts as an emergency.
A true emergency is unexpected and necessary. Your furnace dies in January. That's an emergency.
A great sale on a new TV right before the Eagles play in the Super Bowl? Unfortunately, that is not an emergency, even if it does feel urgent.
Medical bills, job loss, urgent home or car repairs, those are emergencies. Holidays, birthdays, vacations, those are not. Those should be saved for separately. So here's your action step for this week. If you don't have an emergency fund, open a high-yield savings account today.
Set a goal. Start with $1,000 as your goal, then build to 3 or 6 months of expenses over time.
And set up an automatic transfer, even if it's just $25 or $50 per paycheck. Small, consistent steps add up faster than you think.
If you want help creating a comprehensive financial plan that includes emergency savings, retirement, and everything in between, schedule a complimentary Connect call using the link below.
I'm April with White Oak Planning. If this helped you understand emergency funds, subscribe and share it with someone who needs to hear this message.
And I'm Jerry. We're White Oak Planning, helping blended families build financial clarity and grow stronger together.